Tom Aspinall has spoken publicly for the first time since undergoing eye surgery.
Just for everyone wants to know as well, obviously, you've been pretty clear in what you've said. Back to Cyril, but surgery now is the focus, and then we'll kick on to 2026, right?
That's the plan. That's the plan. But by the time this is going out, they probably have had surgery on one side already. The next surgery's coming mid-January, so we're working towards getting back, and that's the plan.
The reality is he might not ever fight again. Like, apparently he's still up in his right eye. Multiple eye surgeries. By the time his statement goes out, I'll probably have surgery on one eye already. Next surgery is coming mid-January. So he's having surgery on both eyes? The reality is he might not ever fight again. Like, Cyril Gane has a habit of doing that.
Why do you think that is?
Ask John. John's poked people in the eyes.
He does it all the time. Even if he would have took the points from him, he still would have won.
Why are the fingers out in the first place?
Tom Aspinall went to the doctors, and the doctors has confirmed that he's got some issues with his eyeballs. He's got some soft tissue damage to the eyeballs, and that will happen when a 6'6" Frenchman sticks both of his fingers knuckle deep into your eyeballs, okay? So that's not surprising. But what is surprising is that he has something called Brown syndrome, which basically is where the eyes aren't moving in tandem with one another. So therefore, the eyes, which are basically cameras, right, for your brain, in case you don't know, they're seeing different images. And when you see different images, you see double, or maybe sometimes the brain cuts out one of the images so that it doesn't get confusing and you don't get headaches and stuff like that. And then, of course, when you're only seeing through one eye, you have problems with depth.
And suddenly, the entire heavyweight division is holding its breath, because this isn't just a minor injury. This isn't about bad luck. This is about whether the most dangerous heavyweight in the UFC can see clearly enough to ever fight again. Aspinall's eye injury didn't come out of nowhere. It was the result of repeated eye pokes, ignored warnings, and a single moment inside the cage that completely altered the course of his career. 1 second he's in control, the next he's forced to stop, and almost overnight, the narrative turns against him.
A little bit blurry. The other part of this eye is blurry. But the main thing that's bothering me at the minute is double vision.
When he's looking up and in, the left eye is going up and in extremely well. The right eye is kind of stopping. You see how the right eye is just not as high up as the left, and that's a restriction. So the eye wants to go and he wants to track it, but the more I do this, the more he's going to start aching in that upper inner aspect. And what he's going to do is, if he's in a fight situation, he's not going to be dealing with it. He doesn't want the ache in the eye, and he also doesn't want to have double. So what he's going to do is tilt his head. So that's on that side. If you look at the left, which should be matching it, so you're looking across, up, 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 as much as you can. And you can see how, again, with the right eye, it's up and out, but the left eye is just not able to go as extremely up as possible.
When I got poked in the eye, obviously, and then people were like, his eye wasn't even red. Does your eye always go red when there's something wrong, or is that?
You can absolutely lose your vision without having a painful red eye. So you don't need a red eye to have blurred vision at all. So no.
Yeah. So how long till I can train properly, spar?
It's a long road ahead, but the prognosis is guarded at the moment. I would recommend that you wouldn't fight until your double vision's resolved.
It was really bad how it looks, and he said you can't train your eyeball to be stronger. It is what it is. Protection here and here, but he obviously got no protection because his fingers were straight in. The fight should have been stopped. He couldn't see. It was a foul. He couldn't see. Then you can't fight. You know, if he'd have got knocked over the head, kicked next, and it would have been worse. I don't know. And then he said, sometimes when your eyes here like that, it can become displaced and stay there. And they did a few tests on that, and they said it doesn't seem like that. And his vision on the eye that's the best eye, his eye wasn't following properly, so the muscles weren't working strong enough to go this way. This one just wasn't working backward at all. So we've got to have additional tests further this week, and more sorting tests out for us. Let's go CTs.
It feels like the back of my eyeballs are stinging. It's not even stinging now, it's painful. It's like, it feels like my eye, someone's touched the back of my eyeball.
If anything, this is, you're done, aren't you? It's not worth it for your eye, for your health.
I'm not, no. I really respect what Bisping's done. But he's done more than I would. I wouldn't carry on fighting with one eye. No chance. No chance.
Twitter excuses. Weak claims. All the words that started flying before the truth even came out. Now we know the reality. Surgery was required. Aspinall revealed the damage wasn't something you could just shake off. Vision issues, alignment problems, long-term risks. The kind of injury that doesn't just impact your next fight. It affects your life. And somehow, instead of sympathy, the backlash only grew louder, which is exactly why his first words after surgery mattered so much.
My retina was reattached after it was detached against Vitor Belfort, and then it redetached, and then they fixed it again, and then I got glaucoma, because once you start messing around with the eyes, in fact, just like any part of your body, once you start going in and messing around with it, it's never the same again. It's never quite as strong. It wasn't saved by medical science. They did their best, but ultimately I did go blind. But for Tom, fingers crossed, he'll be okay, right? Now, everyone that's come out of the woodwork, and if you just look at the comments of that tweet from Joe Rogan, that little clip, my God, there's some people out there, they don't know what they're talking about, man. This is the heavyweight champion of the world. He's not a duck. He's not trying to get out of a fight. He wants to come back and kick Cyril Gane's ass. He put that in a tweet recently. The man's pissed off and I can't wait for the comeback. However, and this is the big however, so Tom has got to take his time. And if he's having surgery, he's definitely going to be out for at least a few months.
Mate, you know what I think a lot of the time? My success, my record that I've got and finishing fights really quick. Like, if I don't finish the fight in the first minute, people think I'm looking shit. Yeah, people are like, oh shit, he's not looking good today. It's like, well, no, we're just evenly matched and we're having fun. I've not punched him properly yet. It's been pretty smooth sailing as far as fans with me and stuff, but the tide has turned.
He got fingered. 2 in the eyes. One of his fingers, he went in. It was deep. Cyril Gane was looking so good in that first round. Tom Aspinall's nose was bleeding. Cyril was landing with that jab. I got a heavyweight. You go in there, and a lot of the times a heavyweight, you see guys not really engage too much. It takes one punch, especially from 2 big punches like that. And Tom was kind of pushed, like coming forward. Cyril was landing beautiful jabs, circling around. He won that round. Both those guys, for being heavyweight, can move so well on their feet. God, that was going to be such a sweet fight.
Because Tom Aspinall didn't sound defeated. He didn't sound broken. He sounded focused. He made it clear that this setback doesn't change who he is or what he's chasing. Heavyweight gold, legacy fights, and finishing the business that's been left hanging for over a year. The Cyril Gane rematch is still looming. A fight many believe Aspinall wins decisively if he's healthy. And beyond that, the bigger names remain. John Jones, Alex Pereira, and yes, even the whispers of a potential UFC White House card. A stage built for moments exactly like a comeback.
I've never met him before. He was quite frosty when I met him, and I don't know him personally. I didn't know if he was just like that. We spent a bit of time together. Obviously, there's a language barrier and stuff. He doesn't really speak English that I'm aware of, at least. We did the press conference. We sat next to each other. He was literally, I was here, he was there. Got off the press conference. He thinks he can beat me, you know. And my dad was like, "What do you mean?" Can just tell. I literally could feel off him. When I heard that he wants to move up to heavyweight, I wasn't surprised. I felt like he was like sizing me up a little bit. But I remember coming off the press conference, I said to my dad, I almost got the feeling from him like I would get from an opponent before I would fight. The toughest time for me was I had my first kid when I was 23. When I was 24, we found out that she was pregnant again. We had the twins, everything great, and I didn't have any money. And I'm like living on this dream of becoming this global superstar with these millions of pounds in the bank and with these titles and travel. I'm living on that dream, but I'm in Atherton in Greater Manchester. It's raining outside. I can't afford to put fuel in my car, and I've got 3 kids upstairs crying. That was really tough for me mentally at that time.
Can we get full-time Bully Aspinall after this smear campaign? How are you going to be on the comeback?
Mate, when I come back, there is no more Mr. Nice Guy. Nice Tom. When it comes to MMA, he's gone. And I'm going full bad guy, I think.
This Tom off even more.
Why are you booing? What am I supposed to do about it?
This is more fuel to the fire.
Is that a good thing for a nice guy?
A nice guy? The way he was putting his people away, that's a nice guy?
He's not accustomed to the trash talking. He's not accustomed to him being the bad boy. Could he come back into that next fight and fight emotional? Because I saw it, bro. He's so accustomed to finishing people. Will he have that patience with somebody that could go 5 rounds?
My advice would be, F them. They want to say this about me. They say you quit, you this, you that. F them. Lean into
into that. Take a page out of Henry Cejudo's book.
That's what makes this situation so tense, because eye injuries are no joke. Fighters have lost entire careers over far less. The recovery isn't just physical, it's mental. Trusting your vision again, trusting your reactions, trusting that one wrong shot won't undo everything. But if there's one thing Aspinall has proven time and time again, it's that adversity doesn't slow him down. It sharpens him. He's staying active, staying close to camp, staying locked in. And according to people around him, the hunger hasn't faded at all. If anything, it's grown. The real question now isn't whether Tom Aspinall wants to come back. It's when. And if he returns fully healthy, the entire heavyweight division may have to deal with a version of Aspinall that's more dangerous, more motivated, and more unforgiving than ever before. The surgery may have paused his run, but the comeback could define everything.